I'm gonna try something a little different here. So I'm working on Bang, and I kind of gave away the plot right now, but I got this shot, and I'm like, this looks good. Okay, this little pattern. I like to do like a pattern on saddles, so you can be like, this is this one. So got my perspective in, yada yada. So work on these just with the perspective tool. Problem is, yeah, when I combine the two, it just doesn't look right. So now I'm going through and erasing a floor, following my pencils and erasing a floor. Why am I doing this? There was a interview I saw with Jackie Chan once, who he talked about it's like, when people are watching the movie in the theaters, are you gonna go up to each person being like, hey, we wanted to do the shot, but it was raining that day, so we couldn't do that shot. So this is the best we could do. And then you go to the next person, hey, we wanted to do that shot, so on, so on. And I think the funny thing with comics, like at the end of the day, it's a line in time. Anyone can do this. It's just there's two things. It's how much time and craftsmanship do you want to put into something. I could probably get away with that floor. People would be like, "Oh, it's cool." Or there's a certain style, especially like for on not full time professionals. I guess I'll put it that way. It comes off as you can call it indie, you can call it this or that, and yeah, you can justify it. The thing I've learned though, if I notice it now, someone will notice it later, and if someone notices it later, I'll feel like I didn't do my job. So I'm here carving out a floor. Do I want to do this? No. Hell no. No. And this is a page. I like this page. I think it's a well done page. I would be happy to have this page behind me. There's things I want to ink. There are things I want to color in this page. But, this is one of these times where it's like, hey, I'd rather be watching a movie, playing video games, reading. But I also know this moment right now I don't like. Future me will appreciate because, hey, future me gets to enjoy the spoils of current me. Because future me can go, that's a pretty damn good looking room. So, and it's all plot this perspective. I don't think making the checkerboard will take that long. Not even erasing it. I guess I don't know. I don't want to say I'm just on here to bitch for bitching's sake, but it's more. I guess I felt like this was a moment because it's easy to the romance of art, and especially nowadays with like AI and stuff like that. It's like, hey, you can click a button and it'll do it for you, and it's like that's cool, but you don't develop that eye. Here's the thing too. I have done enough digital inking. I know how to even ink in reverse, how to erase. I'm not control Zing. And that's like the back of the eraser. You can tell because I can get some bigger strikes out of this. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of rambling for a bit, but I figured this is the kind of rambling people would enjoy. It's easy to kind of go, hey, like I said, it's easy to look at an end product and go, how did they do that? That magic. I guarantee you, every piece of art has these moments. These quiet moments when your drink isn't that fresh, your back kind of hurts it's sitting at the desk, it's late at night, it's quiet, you're in between videos or listening to this album, thinking of all the things you could be doing. And then you do that. You find little things to tweak and correct. And you move on to the next. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe in some ways because it's like I love art. It's one of my favorite things in life. I don't know what, like, honestly, what the next adventure after this plane of existence holds, but I guess it's kind of crazy. It's like there's certain limitations with art that you get to enjoy. And some of them is time, some of them is your talent, some of them is how much what you're able to do at that moment. And it's cool too later on to get to a point where you're like, I boned this. It's one of these rare times too where I bone this to a point where I'm like, I gotta spend some extra time on this. So you do. Yeah, that looks a lot. That looks a lot better. Ooh, that looks so much better. And delete. Yeah. Like I said, you kind of work out this stuff. You try new things. You screw up. You correct. You get better. And you try again. So, what am I doing now? I'm putting in these flat colors so I don't have to think. I'm doing this on a separate layer so I don't really have to think. Now, I have selected said layer so I don't have to think. And putting this ruler in place. Actually, let me just do a new layer. But yeah, it's the kind of thing, like I said, it's you learn, you screw up, you learn again. Actually, I am tired enough, and how long has this been going? Oh yeah, we can count this video. Um, Let me finish. Yeah, there it is. This is also why I like digital, because there are times where it's like I don't want to. I just waxed on poetic about all this, and it's like I don't want to think. But anyway, so this is one of these quiet moments where it's hard to describe because in some ways, does this matter? Not really. I'll be honest. It's a floor. I could paint this a solid color. No one would notice. Or, life would go on. But there's something about spending that little extra time. I'm also just roughly eyeballing this at this point. Yeah, it works. Ugh. Now, how to figure out how to cut this in half. Anyway, I got some work to do on this. I gotta look up how to do a checkerboard again. I got a book somewhere. But anyway, like I said, kind of a quiet moment at night. It's almost midnight. I figured, hey, we'll see what you guys think about this. So let me know your thoughts, and if you can, read the comic, support the Patreon, help me be able to do this, so I'm not having to do this at midnight. But thanks for listening at the very least. Hope you have a good one.